Hey everyone, I'm getting ready to announce to my Instagram and social medias today my new illness. I feel weird about it. I don't really know how I'm going to do it yet, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is an interesting welcome back video. I haven't done a video in a while, but the reason is my health has been terrible, and I've been pretty private about it, just because I didn't have answers right away. But I've been, my health started declining in July 2020. So 2020, you are the funnest year ever. And, I was like super weak, just all kinds of problems. And then as of like September and especially October, I just got really sick. Like I couldn't take like 10 steps without being exhausted or my heart pounding, or I've just never felt this weak in my life, like seriously weak. And then I got really nauseous and food disgusted me. And I just really didn't know what was going on. So here's my announcement video. I've got kind of part one of my new life, medically. We've got one answer. It's gonna be in stages because like there was some other things that were wrong, just in terms of all the testing I had done. So there might be a bigger picture here, but currently, fun announcement, I have type 1 diabetes. And yeah, that's really uncommon, to get type 1 at 25 years old. It's bizarre. It doesn't happen a lot, but I guess it happens. And type 1 typically happens in young children that we know of, or young teens. And what happens is it's an autoimmune disease where there's a cell in my body that starts like attacking my pancreas and therefore my ability to process insulin, and so sugar. Insulin is like the hormone that delivers your sugar around to the right places. I'm not a doctor, and this is so freaking new and fresh. But I thought I would take you along my journey because this is really crazy. This is really life-changing for me. And I know I'm not like the only one out there that's going through something medically, like a medical mystery. Like we don't know what else is wrong with me. Why did this kind of happen all of a sudden? Is it just diabetes? Like, is it just bad luck? And one day that cell decided to stop working? I don't know. So we're still doing some tests. I have to go see some more specialists just to make sure everything's okay, because currently my blood sugar is very high. And I went to the endocrinologist on Tuesday and got the official verdict of diabetes, but I've known since about November 6th, and it's November 26th today, so about 20 days, knowing that I had some form of diabetes. It would have been weird for it to be type 2 for me because it doesn't run in the family. Like, no one in my family has diabetes. I eat ridiculously healthy. I work out 5 times a week. I just don't fit the profile for type 2. So yeah, type 1, and we did some blood tests, obviously, and got the verdict. So I want to take you along my new life, and we can learn this together. And if this is like similar for you, reach out in the comments. Let's share some info, because this is so new. Learning curve for sure. But I really want to get back to my real life, and I'm hopefully done with the tears. I think like a lot of people hear diabetes and are like, oh, like it's diabetes, but actually I just had no idea how life-threatening it could be. I was almost hospitalized because of like how high my blood sugar was and still is, even though I'm doing the insulin shots, which are a totally other learning curve. And I'm pricking my finger like 3 times a day trying to understand why my blood sugar is so high. And I still need to go to, I think they call it diabetes school or like diabetes education, because there's a lot for me to learn. My life is totally different, and I could be sad about it. And I've had down moments, obviously, because, and I don't want to cry right now. It's not the life I had pictured for myself. Obviously I didn't grow up with any of these issues. So when I think of my future, I never factored this in, obviously. And I know it might not, maybe it doesn't seem like a big deal to people, but it's been really scary for 20 days here. Could have died, because we just didn't know what was wrong with me. And like, thank God I'm here. I didn't die. But, there's been some tough moments, and I'll share some clips because I've been kind of vlogging because I feel like it's like I'm a baby having their first steps. my diet is so crazy. I'm gluten-free. I'm allergic to peanuts, gluten, dairy, and now I have to cut sugar. I'm like, what? Ah! I'm still me, and like I'm gonna live a great life, and I've decided like this is not gonna stop me. This is only gonna propel me. Everything happens for a reason, so there's something in this for me or for someone else. And that's why I decided like I'm just gonna be really open and transparent, because I know how freaking confused I am right now. So if I can reach out to others and like help in any way, even if just to make you laugh at how ridiculous this is all gonna be and like the mistakes I'm inevitably going to make like in all this. But like I love to travel, and I don't know what that looks like with type 1, you know, like I don't know how you give yourself a needle in an airport bathroom, but I guess sometimes you have to. Or gosh, I don't know, like I don't know, my wedding day, that was another one that popped in my head. Am I gonna have to like sneak off and inject myself on my wedding day? Like that makes me cry, because it's just like it is not how I pictured my life. And at the end of the day, like I'm so grateful that so far the verdict is like moderate, you know, like on the level of severity, it's very moderate, you know. And if I'm smart about it and if I'm careful, it won't impact my life too much, I don't think. I have to do more research. But in the end, it's only inconvenient, I guess, and sad and not what I wanted. I'm a really sporty girl, so like I don't know how it affects like fitness and stuff that I love. At least the tears are making my makeup look really good. I'm like glowing, and now I'm getting really warm because I'm so emotional. But I'm not breaking down. Like I'm not trying to have a pity party. I'm like really against that. And I've been really against that this whole journey. Like I've barely let my loved ones see me cry. Like I'm like really, I'm working so hard to not have the pity party, because I'm like, what can you freaking do? Like it's like, you have it. There's no going back. You're done. You know, so like why harbor in the negative? I really am in a good headspace. The emotions really just stem from shock and disbelief and just like concern and worry about just like future stuff. I just need more education. I just need to understand more. I need a plan, and I need my blood sugar to come down so that I can feel healthy again. Because it's just like scary high. Like last night, my boyfriend and I, we were scared to even like go to sleep, because we were like, should I go to sleep with this high of a number? It is insane. It's crazy. But I'm excited to take you guys along the journey and be really real and raw with you. It is what it is, and life has been put into perspective for me. You know, stuff can really get taken from you in an instant. So my best advice at the moment is really live your life. And let me tell you, if I could have gone back and spoken to the girl that would like if I could go back and speak to the girl that was like concerned about how many cookies she was eating at like 18, I would be like, girl, get eating them, because like one day you can't, you know? So like life's short, and nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's promised. Live right now and live without guilt, live without regret. That's the other amazing thing, is I have no regrets, aside from maybe missing out on a couple Kit Kat bars because I was a bit of a health nut. I've got no regrets. I have done a ton of traveling so far. I've eaten a ton of food so far that I might not be able to eat anymore. So I've done it. I've done the things, you know? And it's just shocking. It's truly shocking to go from having no medical issues to having like a pretty crazy one. And I'll take you guys through that. I will take you through my weekly, like a week as a diabetic or whatever, or a day as a diabetic. It's quite shocking. I have to do needles. I have to give myself needles. There was a brief training period, okay? And all of a sudden, I'm in my kitchen holding a needle like, I'm just gonna shove it in. Yeah, we're just gonna, cool, everyone ready for this? Awesome. Or pricking my finger. Oh my God, guys. Pricking my finger. I'm not a bleeder. I have really low blood pressure, and so I can't get enough blood onto the reader. So the other morning, we're stressing out because I'm like I'm like five finger pricks in and I can't get enough blood on the freaking paper to test it. And my boyfriend's getting grumpier and grumpier because he's so stressed out for me, so sad for me. My family, oh my God, there was periods where I knew everyone couldn't even look at me because I was just so sick and everyone felt atrocious. You know, it has been a plague on my family, you know, but we're working with it. And I know it's like, everything, I'm just trusting in the universe, like, you know, it's gonna be fine, and I know that. So in a really good headspace, it just happens. I'm just like the luckiest girl in the world. I'm like truly blessed. Oops. I actually come with a lot of equipment now, which is pretty crazy. So as I said, I don't know how traveling's gonna work. Here's my medical waste box for my needles. Like what? What? So I have a medical waste box, which is pretty crazy. Now my house looks like someone's sick. It's gonna be hard to hide when people come over. Not that I'm hiding it, but you know what I mean. Like, you don't want to leave your needles out, I'm assuming. That's bad diabetic etiquette, okay? I'm guessing. Here's my little finger poker kit, and he tells me my blood sugar's too high, and he's always mad at me at the moment. But I'm on insulin, which is this other needle, and he goes in my stomach. And I give myself insulin, and it's a literal needle. So pretty much I'm a nurse now. Got that degree really fast. Welcome to my new journey. You can like and subscribe. Let's do this. Positive vibes only, even in some dark moments. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting.